What's going on, guys? It's Black Prince 310, and CES has just begun. This morning, there's been all kinds of sick announcements being made, so let's go ahead and get into it. So this morning, AT&T held a conference where they basically unveiled all their major smartphones coming out in 2011, and they named three major smartphones coming out that have, leading cutting-edge hardware. So this is pretty surprising stuff. So first off, we have the Samsung Infuse 4G, and you may be curious as to why there's a 4G in that name because as of December 31st, 2010, AT&T had no 4G network, correct? Well, it looks like they're going to be relying on HSPA Plus like T-Mobile has until 2013, and then they'll have rolled out completely their LTE network like Verizon has. And the Samsung Infuse 4G is going to be running on a 4.5-inch Super AMOLED Plus display. Take a second to just relax your mind because this is just too much. Oh. This display promises more pixels, better contrast, and better outdoor readability in direct sunlight. This is just crazy. Why wasn't this the Nexus S, guys? Why wasn't this the Nexus S? I just don't understand it. It's going to have an 8 megapixel camera and a 1.3 megapixel front facing camera. Pretty much standard stuff. It's going to have a 1.2 gigahertz hummingbird processor. Again, this is pretty much, making the Nexus S seem kind of weird right here. It doesn't make any sense. And when it launches, it will be the thinnest device on AT&T. No word on release date yet, but when it does release, it'll be the thinnest device on AT&T's network. Now, next up, we have the HTC Inspire 4G, which is essentially the Desire HD running on AT&T's new 4G HSPA Plus network. No differences in specs here, most likely. I'm just gonna have the 4.3-inch display, Super LCD 800 by 480. 1 gigahertz Snapdragon, the MSM 8255, and that's about all we know right now. Now the next device I've been covering in past videos, but I called it the Motorola Olympus, the Motorola Terminator, but those were pretty much just internet names, just rumors being thrown around by blog websites. So the official name is the Motorola Atrix 4G, and this is going to be running on the dual-core NVIDIA Tegra 2 processor, 2 CPUs powered at 1 gigahertz, very nice. It's going to have a 4-inch QHD display. I have no idea what that is, but Motorola is having their conference in a few hours, so they'll probably explain what that is in full detail. It's going to have 1 gigabyte of RAM, very nice, 16 gigabytes of internal storage. It's going to have dual cameras, rear and front-facing cameras. It's going to have a fingerprint scanner. Now, I don't know how this will translate into real-world usage, but imagine, unlocking your phone with your finger so no one else can steal it or try to go through your stuff. That'll probably come in handy in some cases. It's going to have a 1930 milliamp hour battery, which is probably the largest right now found in any smartphone that's launched. And it's going to ship with Android 2.2, like I said in my past videos, and it'll be upgradable to Android 2.3. So this morning, CES has began with a bang. We already have, a trio of smartphones coming to AT&T's network next year, and they're going to be talking about upgrading their 3G network to 4G with HSPA Plus and rolling out LTE in 2013 when it's going to be all said and done. And whether you're on AT&T or T-Mobile, you should be excited about these devices because T-Mobile and AT&T share the same edge network. And if you want to get the Samsung Infuse 4G or the Motorola Atrix, if T-Mobile doesn't get those, you might just go over to AT&T, buy them, and then use them on T-Mobile's edge network. And if you're like me, I'm always around Wi-Fi, so it doesn't really matter to me because I'm always around, my house Wi-Fi router or a Starbucks or my school or whatever. I'm always around Wi-Fi, so it's not really a problem for me. But for some of you guys, it may be an issue, so keep that in mind. And this is the beginning of CES, guys. Expect a lot more coverage. I'm going to have like 50 more videos up by the end of this week. I'm going to be super tired, so alright, hope you guys enjoyed this. See you guys later. I'm out.